Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, February 15th, and I am today actually super excited because I think what I'm going to show you today is going to be super, super helpful in your business. And there are a few different layers to it. So first of all, can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. It always takes a little moment until people come on because I'm streaming to, at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different accounts. So I'm just gonna wait until a few people come on. Anyway, so yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I hope if you celebrated or not, that you had a good day, no matter if you went out with your partner or not. So I should double check just my settings quickly on audio. I am on here. So in your business, the very number one thing you want to do is attract customers in order to sell. So today's life is going to be maybe interesting to the ones that are just starting out, but surely for the ones that are already in business and they need to create content enough to attract customers. So when you're just starting out, it's going to be like a whole bunch of things you need to think about. But the number one thing I think most of the people forget, when you're in business, you need to make sales. And in order to make sales, you need to have customers. And in order to get customers, you need to show up, right? So you need to show up, you need to be present, you need to create content, you need to get the content out into the world. So that being said, this is probably one of the most difficult thing also for most people when they start out a business, because we mostly don't really know what we want to talk about. Hey, Katrin, sounding clear, perfect. We don't know what we want to talk about in the very beginning of our business. But if we do not show up in business, if we do not connect to people, we will not have a business. So unfortunately, what is true for most of entrepreneurs is they hardly ever going to make it the next level up, meaning that you can actually have a business that will also pay your bills. And the reason is that we often worry about what we're going to bring out into the market in terms of products and consultations, but we are not really in business until we have enough customers that actually can pay for your products. So how do we get to the point that actually customers come and that you become visible is by being active in the community, offline and online, and also showing up in on social media. And with that actually is you need to have some kind of a plan and some kind of a system. So my favorite thing is actually create systems around everything I'm doing. I'm actually since I've been in with businesses and in business for many years, I've learned a ton of things. And one thing is really true and holds up throughout the entire business industry is that you have a system for everything. And a system, by what I mean actually having a system, is you have different categories in your business. There's the sales, the marketing, the production of or creating products, the customer service. You will have to, if you do consultations, you need to do your consultation side of business and so on. So no matter what business you're in, you need to create, hi Carrie, you need to create some kind of content. Otherwise, you will be always stagnant. So you can create a business by being just really busy producing always new things. But what you need to do is you need to add more customers over time, and you need to nourish the customers that are basically already your customer. So when you go out, and many people is like, I hate social media, I hate creating blog posts, I do not have time. That's one of the first things I hear. I do not have time to do this and this. I only have a sliver of time. or I don't know where to start. So these are all really good reasons, and they are totally true, and they are also valid. But if you do not go the next step in terms of creating a weekly content piece for your customers and them, or if you do not go live, or if you do not do a podcast, or if you don't do one of these nourishing things, and you can actually choose them, which one it should be. It could be just a newsletter, a monthly newsletter. It could be a weekly newsletter. It could be a weekly live. Like I'm going live on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. for almost 2 years, every Wednesday. And of course, there are Wednesdays we have missed because maybe, there was vacation, holidays or so. But choose one thing to do on a regular basis every single week. And on top of it, somebody just asked me, because I have 9 social media accounts, and how I do everything with 9 social media accounts, because they're not really even able to do one social media account. And that's how I was in the beginning. But if you systemize things, if you get a system in place for yourself, you will be able to also show up on 1 or 2 social media channels, and you will also show up on live. So having 9 social media accounts, having 3 businesses, having 2 children, they have been homeschooled. It's my internet again. It should be here. Okay. So yes, it's all true. We can have all our reasons why we cannot be active, but what you really want to do is make sure you create a system early on. And there are only a few important things when you have a business. Is 1, you need an audience, 2, you need a product, and 3, you need a product that your audience wants. And then you need to sell that product. So if you think about it, there's just really a few steps you need to take and focus just on a few. So with a new thing that comes out, and I honestly thought in the beginning also, it's just like, oh my God, automation. Automation sounds cold. It doesn't sound warm. That's not how I want to serve my audience. Now, there are 2 little things. Is like you can have an automation in place and you can have nothing in place. If you're already busy and you have nothing in place, there's hardly any chance for you to grow your email list or to actually respond to your customers. So let's say you have a full-time job, you're just starting out, and you actually want to grow your business so you can quit your full-time job. So what do? Is either don't respond to your clients or you put an automation in place. So the better choice is to put an automation in place. And there are so many different things right now out on the market. So I'm going to share a few of the ones I'm actually using as well. And I use much, much more. I've got many more platforms. I don't have just Kajabi. I've got, I've got Searchy. I have our own website. Ridiculous. I hope it's going to stay live right now. I'm not sure. This is fairly good. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging in. Okay. Can you still hear me, or am I gone in between? Because it's been really, I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it is our internet. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you and share with you the few things I'm using in my business. And I would say try one of these things out. But if you can hear me right now, I'm going to show you what I actually implemented just today because I got totally excited about it. Is if you go to the Instagram account, and that is one of the automations I'm going to make much better and I'm going to use in the future as well, because I cannot be on 9 different platforms at the same time all the time. I do want to be personal. I do actually want to also show up with messages, but I'm going to do this in lives like here. And I'm also going to do this in our membership over the business growth membership. And I'm also doing this at Blend Precisely. But in between, when I have when I'm sleeping or I don't have time to respond, I want somebody else to respond for me. And in this case, it's going to be a bot. It's going to be an automation. And A, because I want people to still get information, and B, because I don't want to lose out on customers. So I want to grow my business. And I can tell you that since I put in all these automations and systems for my business, and I'm only going to show you like a few today, the business grew by 400%. And it's possible if you streamline your business. It's possible if you have systems in place. So that is just like a thought from my heart to your heart, is if you're a single entrepreneur and you need to create a business and you do not have a team, even a small team, think about automations. Okay, so if you have your phone right now on hand, and if you have Instagram on it, just go to your Instagram account. If you're right now not watching from the phone, but go to your Instagram account and then search down here for Blend Precisely. I'm going to show you just what I put in place in action. So search for Blend Precisely. Go here and then click Message. Okay. And then go down to the message and just type in EO. EO. Any way. Type in EO and click Send. And then check out what's coming up. Just follow the messages right now, and I can actually show you right now live. So just click EO and then follow the messages. Answer what type of drops you use down here, and then follow the remaining messages. Okay, and then I'm gonna show, I'm gonna start sharing my screen for a moment, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by automation. All right, I'm gonna add the screen, and let me know if you actually just did it. And I'm gonna go over to the other screen, and I'm going to share with you this automation you're just doing. So if you're doing the Instagram right now, go to Instagram, go to Blend Precisely, message me EO for essential oil, EO, and then you will see what messages come up. So what you're seeing here right now is ManyChat. So I just literally started doing this today. Let me see, 1 connected channel, 2 contacts, and automation here. So I literally did this 27 minutes ago. I changed the last thing. I started 4 hours ago with this thing. So what I'm trying to say with that is actually 9 people have sent that right now, 3 unique contacts. So what I mean by this, why I said I just started that 4 hours ago, I went in here, I figured it out, and then I just went ahead and put this all into my Instagram account for Blend Precisely. So what you're seeing right now is the entire walkthrough of me getting you onto the free essential oil calculator. So basically what's happening right now is that the starting point was me telling this, if anybody here types in EO, please send this automated message over here. And then once you click and you choose any of the drops, so keep on choosing any of the drops, these 4 possible answers they should get. So if somebody answered with 20 drops, 30 drops, 40 drops per milliliter or other, I can see here now what the distribution is. So if I were to refresh this page, let me just do that. And you can see here, basically, hang on, I'm just gonna go here. If you can see here the distribution, I get actually already intel from you what you're using. What is the majority using? And right now it's a distribution between 20, 30 and other. and hardly anybody doing the 40 drops. But this is not, of course, not a big pool because I just put it into place, and we will see. I will look at it tomorrow, a week from now, and in a month from now. But this one gives you material to talk about in your content. So, and also the steps I created here is like if somebody answered like this, but the final step for all of you is going to be that you're able to actually download or get access to the free essential oil dilution calculator. So this part here is called ManyChat, and every month, but there is a free version you can play around with and see how you like that. The same you can actually do also on Facebook. So you go to your business Facebook. I hope you have one. And over here on the top right corner, there's a possibility when you're away to edit your away messages, but also to create chat services and page recommendations and custom keywords. Based on custom keywords, you can create a chat when you're not online. So since a lot of businesses are global, and since we also have, even in America, a 3-hour time difference, so when I stop working, somebody else at the Pacific coast is still working, and they might have an answer. But you know what? Because I want to stay sane and I want to stay healthy, I am not going to work overtime just because it's my business. I'm not going to do this. So what I'm doing is I put an automated message in place where they can receive more information from me. And it could be a lead magnet, somebody signing up to your email list. It could be something like a conversation. You could tell them, you know what, this is a great question, but I will need to get back to you tomorrow, or send me an email. So anything that helps your business grow, anything that helps your customers not wait for an answer is a good thing, right? Because we want our businesses to grow. So I just wanted to show you these chat options, and those ones you can customize the heck out of it. I mean, it's amazing. I haven't even touched what I can do with these type of chat messages. I can send images, I can personalize them, I can, you probably saw first name, thank you so much for taking the time, blah, 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 blah. When you created these messages, you probably saw what is possible, and what kind of answers you can get. So definitely try something like this out, even if it is just the free version. That's totally fine. I think they have a 14-day trial. I think you should really go ahead and play around with automated messages and people getting more people onto your email list. So if you say, oh, this is great, here's some information, and by the way, I've got a free essential oil course, or I have a free essential oil information. Would you like me to send it? The person says maybe yes, hopefully yes. And then you can say, what's your email address? And then you can add them to your email address. So we don't want to stay at 3 customers or five customers on our email list. We need to grow that thing, and we need to grow it by a lot in order to get the conversion rates we are getting, or we need in order to make sales. And that is something we have discussed already before, but it's something you need to think about, because at the end, a business is just a numbers game. So that is just something important to know. Let me just see. I'm listening while at work. I have to watch the playback. It's chaos here because of that. Oh, okay. Yes. No problem at all. So, Carrie, I know you're always trying to get more information in. I'm so grateful. PS, the automated message actually saying Facebook instead of Instagram. So this one here, as I mentioned, I just put in place. But Karin, did you try that with did you get the other messages as well, where you had to choose 20, 30, or 40 drops? That should have come up. So there's still a message in place that is from before. And that's from Facebook coming, but I wanted to demonstrate this for you. You should have still gotten these other ones, how it would work. So of course you want to double check everything. You want to make sure your customers get the right answers and so on. But since I had 4 different answer possibilities, I needed to create this crazy, what you saw, this crazy layout for a moment. And I always tend to overcomplicate things first, but I love working with stuff like this. I'm so addicted to new things. So I always try things out. But here are 4 different answers, and I wanted to answer to all 4 of them in a different way, and then combining them all back into one final message. But I definitely wanted to answer to, basically, I wanted to personalize it more. And that's what I did here. So you should have seen any, depending what you answered, you should have seen your answer. All right. So and the same for Facebook messages. You can definitely go in here and create your notification. Let me just go here. And then when you say away message, you want to make sure you added your away message in here. And so you have something to answer. So I have this away message in here. I would go in, edit it here. Thank you so much. Da 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 dum. And then I can also set the times when the away message should come up. And then I can just save it to either the Facebook or Instagram or both messengers. So play around. It's available in your business, Facebook Business Manager. Okay, so the next big thing everybody talks about, and I wrote already the blog post. If you go to academy.blendprecisely.io, hop over to blog, and then you can go in here, a chat with ChatGPT. AI language is all the rave right now. I have tried it too. So you can go in here and actually read a whole bunch what I did with the chatbot. But let me show you this one in action. So let's say, so that is the OpenAI. Right now it's totally free. They do have the upgrade to Plus now. But let's say you have, let me just come back to you for a moment. So let's say you actually have, no problem, Sylvia. Thanks for coming in. So let's say you have a new business. You know you need to create content. You know you need to have product descriptions. You know you need to describe your consultation. You know you want to go live. You might want to do a podcast. You might want to just get started on some kind of content. And often, in the beginning especially, we have worries about how to appear, what to say. Hopefully I don't stumble over my words, which it doesn't matter at all because I do this all the time. Maybe I mess up with the technical parts. So there are a lot of things to think about. The trend is, of course, be natural, just do what is by using an AI bot, an AI language creation tool. So let me show you how this would work. And I hope my internet is not going to fall away. And you will see how this is going to work. So this one, I'm going to actually put myself, I think, even smaller down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a product description for one of my scrubs I used to sell. And I'm just going to show you how this would work for me. So my product descriptions, what I do is I open up a Word document. I save everything on Google Docs. I open up my Word document. It's very plain. I don't need to do anything. I always going to use my font, and then I have my size. And then I'm going to show you how I would actually get it into my website, which isn't live right now. Because I used to do pedal and stem back then, and right now I'm focusing on business, but I'm going to see if I want to get onto farmers markets in the summertime. So I want to create a few products again I would like to get out onto my website. So in this case, what I would do, obviously, you would create your product images. You would also price everything out and blend precisely, hopefully. And then you would start thinking about like, oh my God, product descriptions are necessary. They are part of your SEO, search engine optimization, because people will find you through tags, through different kind of keywords, through how often you post, all of the regular things, what Google is looking for, you need to implement into every product description, into your about page, into everything, title, and also your meta description in everything you do. So in this case here, I wanted to create a lavender and vetiver body scrub. I don't have the image right now. You can see the image is actually, let me just show you quickly, is actually here for Norway spruce. So never mind the image. I just wanted to give you an example. So what I would do is open up my Google document, and then I would actually go, I'm going to put this all the way over here because I'm done with this. I want to show you how I would write a product description. So what you can do is you can, in this case, add the chat bot. For example, give me a product description. And this one is, by the way, a communication chatbot. So basically it goes back and forth. But I'm just going to type in, give me a product description for an essential oil blend with lavender and vetiver in it, as I would just ask someone. And then I would say, go ahead. Now this beautiful robot starts pulling all the data information from the internet. And here you go. Introducing our soothing and grounding essential oil blend, crafted with the finest lavender and vetiver oils. Our blend is a harmonious combination of two well-known essential oils, each prized for their unique properties. Lavender is renowned for its calming and relaxing effects, making it a popular choice for reducing stress and anxiety. Its sweet floral aroma is also known to promote restful sleep and ease tension in the body. Vetiver, on the other hand, is a rich, earthy oil with grounding effects. It is often used to promote emotional balance and help ease feelings and nervousness or restlessness. It is also known for its ability to support a deeper sense of relaxation and calm. Together, our blend of lavender and vetiver essential oils creates a soothing and balanced scent that can be used in a variety of ways. Diffuse it in your bedroom or living space for. So here, for example, the chatbot says diffuse it, but it's not knowing that I actually create a scrap, right? So in this case, what I would do is like I would first of all give feedback that this is pretty good or pretty bad. And then I would take this entire thing, copy it out, and put it into my product description part. I would maybe replace diffuse it in your bedroom or living space for a peaceful ambience. Add it in your bath for a luxurious soak. I would probably take this part out and I would say use it as a body scrub or add it to your bath as a luxurious soap, or mix it with a carrier oil. I would take that one out, for example. So I'm just saying that this bot right now gave you a starting point of what you could be writing, because what you want to do is make sure that you use the right essential oil, the right keywords to create a beautiful product description. And this is only a start, and this is only giving you a possibility where you could go. You always want to put in your own flavor, your own words, your own way of how you would actually talk. So I would not be using this entire thing as it is. I would use this one as a starting idea and to get over the writing block I often have. And it's also a different language. So I need to think about my German and my English. And then sometimes the Portuguese words come in. But it is definitely a starting point. And it's actually a really, really good starting point. What you could be asking now as well is tell me more. For example, what are my ingredients? Let's see what my ingredients are. Coconut oil, organic almond milk. So I would ask them, thank you, but tell me more about organic coconut oil. And then I would wait for a moment, and then the little friend would talk back to me. Organic coconut oil is a natural oil that is derived from the flesh of mature coconuts. It is a versatile and popular ingredient on. So organic coconut oil is rich in medium chain fatty acids, which are believed to provide numerous health benefits. So, you know how much time we spend in research and how much time it takes us to find everything? You do need to verify your information, of course, but a lot of this you know already because we learned it in school. And again, you could take the entire text, leave it as it is, which I would not do, but I would definitely take it and make changes to it and then put it into my product description, basically upload it in here, put it in here, say publish, have it come up, and there it is, right? So, and then I can move on to the next product or wherever I need to go. So in this case, this one saved me a ton of time. So if you were to use, for example, you can use this chat OpenAI, that's chat GPT, but you could also start with using just the simple form, and I showed that one before here in Canva. You click on this little plus sign, so it's only working in docs, so you need to choose a document versus a PNG. That doesn't work. You need to have a doc. And then the magic writing can start. So let's ask the same question. Give me a product description for an essential oil blend with lavender and vetiver in it. And you can start, oops, let's see. Oh, it worked just before. Let's see, add magic. Magic write. Here we go. And then let's see what this is producing. Until now, I found that, let's do a different writing so it's a little bit easier. And let me create our unique essential oil blend is a perfect combination of calming lavender and grounding vetiver. This calming blend is perfect for helping you relax, unwind, and let go of stress. Enjoying the soothing scent of lavender, da 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 da. So it's a little bit less than what we actually had here on top, but you could use both of them and create a combination of both of them. So this one here works for every post. Let's see, write a blog post about vetiver essential oil. And we can come back to it in a moment, or let's see how far it goes. But basically what it does, it's now giving you hints and tips. So if you are in business and you want to create content, and you want to create content on a regular basis, which I would say is absolutely necessary, important, or if you want to create podcasts, use tools available to get you going. There are, I mean, for social media, for a long time, we have already all of the scheduling tools. And for now, content creation, you can use tools like this. This will save you a massive amount of time, plus using, of course, Blend Precisely to calculate all of your costs and saving them there, plus using a platform that is easy to use for your website and where you don't need to spend a massive amount of time every time you're dreading it actually to go in because it's hyper complicated and you don't want to update your products or product descriptions. So go out, make a list of everything you need to do in your business and find a helper for it. Basically, you can pay a virtual assistant to write your blog posts. The only thing is they will cost much more money than what you see here right now, what has been produced. The scheduling of your content pieces doesn't take a lot of time. The only time you need is to sit down and create all of your social media in one sitting. Then you can have someone else, of course, post it for you. But everything takes time in the beginning. There's no doubt. When you learn a new tool, it takes time. When I did the ManyChat thing, the thing for Instagram, when you type in EO and all of the messages came in, it took me 2 hours this morning to figure out. Yes, it takes time in the beginning, but at the end of the day, once it's automated, it's in place. And then you can use it or let it go, let it run over and over again. Your single goal in business is to get customers to buy your products or to book a consultation with you. That's why you're in business. You want to help, but you can only do this if you have a now. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Definitely go to the blog post. Again, academy.blendprecisely.io. Go here and then go over to the blog section and then read through. There are also the links in it to all of these different chatbots and everything else. And by the way, this article here has been written down here by a chatbot. Here, I gave you an entire example, and you let me know what you actually think. You can type it in the comment section here and let me know what you think. And I put also links down here for other bots, but there are many out there. Do some research and do yourself a favor. Use them to your advantage. Don't do like this copy paste and this is what I'm going to post, because everybody is going to do this. It's not where you're going to stand out, but use them to the advantage of your work, of your time, especially if you're a single entrepreneur. I can only tell you that it saved me a ton of time, and I can also tell you that I was able to grow my business by 400% using these type of tools. Yes, that's all I wanted to present today. So it was all business, and maybe if you're still in the beginning of the business, you can use one of the tools, especially when they're free, like Canva is free. If you go in, no, wait a second, the chat is not free, but if you have Canva already anyway, you can, the pro version, then you can use that one. I think there's a certain amount for free. Yeah, so exactly, Carrie. Which one did you use? So even if you're writing your research paper, you can use it for that because it gets you going and it gets you into the right direction. I love that actually Carrie is saying it. I used one to help me stay on track for a blog post. That's exactly it. You can use, for example, it's like, give me 5 simple steps on how to write a blog post. It will come up. So you used also the chat GPT. Exactly. So sign up and try it out. And trying it out. Exactly. So I would not be ashamed to say I'm a single person doing 3 businesses, so I need help. And I don't always have the money to get help from outside. So I need to use the tools available to me. And I'm just giving you the tip because I know that for some of you, it might be difficult to create this type of content or to be there on a regular basis. But when you're in the membership, the business growth membership, I gave you all of the tools in there to create regular content, to show up for your people, to create a lead magnet. Everything you need to create a business is in the business growth membership. And I mentioned that yesterday, is like, use what is available to you. You're paying $9 a month, so use that. There's so much information, and some of the tools out here right now, they are for free. So use them as well. Sit down, learn them, use them. Like them, continue to use them. Don't like them, throw them out. And that's it. And that's what business is all about. It's getting a system in place you can work with. But the most important thing is getting customers onto your email list and into your shop. That is the most important thing. Otherwise, your business will not be there in a year from now. It will not be there in 5 years from now. It will not even be there in 3 months from now. But you have a chance to grow your business. So get customers into your store and onto your list. Really important. Okay, so Carrie is saying it had the topics, but I wrote the content and it helped me stay on track. Exactly. Beautiful. So proud of you, Carrie. Good for you. All right. Are there any questions at this point? I just wanted to make sure if I can show you anything else right now. If not, see the bot in action. Karin has done it, it looks like. Go to my Instagram account, Blend Precisely, type into the message field EO, essential oil, EO, just EO, and see how this bot is actually working. I think it really helps to visualize what you can do. And I set that one up within a couple of hours. And over time, I want to make it better, but I wanted to show you. So that's why I did that. So, yeah. All right, everyone. It was a longer session today, but I will see you back next week, same time, and also here live in any of the groups. All right. I will talk to you soon. Bye.